everyone, and thank you for joining us on Arrowhead Wealth Partners' fourth quarter of 2023 portfolio update. My name is Cody Hines, and I will be your host today. I'm a managing partner and chief investment officer here at Arrowhead Wealth. Today, I'm going to go over a few slides that illustrate our views on portfolio allocation. Now, you may have questions about individual slides or questions about your own personal accounts. Please reach out to our office, and we will be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. All of our contact information is listed on the last slide, and we look forward to talking to you. Let's begin. This chart provided by JP Morgan Asset Management reflects the Federal Reserve's expectations for rates along with the market's expectations for rates. After the Fed's meeting in September, we gained some clarity on the Fed's thought process for heading into next year. Fed officials forecasted that rates will be cut in 2024. Now, whether that comes to fruition will still be a topic of debate throughout the rest of next year. Historically, markets react favorably to rate cuts. With many factors that influence inflation heading downward, a strong consumer and a resilient economy are still a threat to keeping inflation elevated. Uncertainty from 2022 moved quickly into 2023 with unanswered questions about the war in Ukraine and the Federal Reserve continuing its hiking cycle, which made 2023 a year of unknowns. We took a more conservative approach, allocating more towards bonds at attractive price points with historical levels of yield. Over the last quarter, we have incrementally taken a portion of bonds and added it back to stocks, as the S&P 500 as a whole has now become more attractively priced, with the caveat of the top 10 holdings of the S&P 500. In this next slide, we'll discuss a little bit more exactly about what that means. On this slide, I want to take a deeper look at what exactly has happened so far in the S&P 500 from the beginning of 2023 up until the end of September. On this chart provided by Hartford Funds, you will see individual dots that represent a single company inside of the S&P 500. On the bottom of the chart, you will see the corresponding return, and on the left-hand side, you will see the size of the company. Now, a couple things to point out here. 72% of the stocks inside of the S&P 500 have actually underperformed the index. 50% of the stocks inside of the S&P 500 have actually flat or negative returns so far in 2023. On the right-hand side, you will see a few large companies that have large returns. And the biggest takeaway from this slide is that larger companies have a bigger influence on the performance of the S&P 500, and only a few winners in the S&P 500 are truly driving the performance of the index. On behalf of the entire Arrowhead Wealth Partners team, we want to thank you again for joining us on the presentation today. If you have any questions about anything that was discussed or questions about your own personal situation and portfolio, please do not hesitate to reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to help. Follow us on social media to keep up to date on what's going on over here at Arrowhead Wealth Partners, as well as current events that may affect you and your situation. If you enjoy these presentations, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get a notification about when a new video is posted. If you want to learn more about us, please visit our website to find additional information. Thank you again for joining us, and we look forward to talking to you soon.